Looking beautiful does not have to take hours. Let me tell you, this morning, Sally Hayes is going to show us how permanent makeup could be the best thing that ever happened to us in the way of time saving. Good morning. It's good to see you again, Sally. You brought along a potential client.
Yes, this
Julie.
is Julie.
And we want to talk about how important consultations are when we talk about permanent makeup.
Well, they're very important because you want to make sure that the client understands exactly how it's going to look or her expectations are being met before you do it, because it doesn't wash off.
Well, walk us through the process.
Sure.
And some of the questions that perhaps you would be asking, and what areas, as you look at her face, you would go, well, that could use some improving.
Julie is lucky because she has beautiful brows of her own, which most people need eyebrows. But since she's got nice brows, I'm going to show her how her eyes and lips would look. So close your eye, and I'm going to pull up. And what I do is I apply it right through the lashes and underneath. And what this does is it highlights the eye color, makes you look like you have more eyelashes. Now look back at your brain. Open your eye and look all the way back.
And so I'm noticing that you're like, and I just want to make sure everybody at home knows that you're putting that right along that edge, like right where the lashes come out. And it just sort of enhances what she already has.
Right. Okay, close your eye. I can make it darker. It's a two-part process. What I do is I do it for you, and then I have you wait 3 weeks, and you come back and we do it again. And that allows her to see, with the fadage process, how much darker she would really like to have it. Look all the way back. Now, when she blinks her eyes, sometimes it gets a little lower than it should be. Now, close this eye.
And in the consultation, are you talking us through the colors that you would recommend, say for, I mean, with the eyeliner, is it always black?
I usually always use black for eyeliner. Once in a while, I'll use black brown on the bottom, but because nobody walks around holding up the top of their eyelid, see, close your eye, see it's invisible line, you don't see it.
Yeah, it's not along the top where most of us
Right.
put our regular eyeliner.
So in order to see it, you really have to have it pretty dark underneath on the top, because nobody walks around holding up the top of their eyelid. So now see the difference? How her eye color just pops out? Really pretty.
It's hard to go through the consultation process. Having anybody touch your eyes is always
Actually,
tough.
putting the pencil on is harder than doing it.
I would imagine, I would imagine.
And now her lips, she's got pretty lips, but they really blend in with her skin. She has a low lip color. So she's lucky because she has more options for picking a color to tattoo on. But I recommend that people just do a really natural color that enhances their lips. They can wear gloss, and then when they want to wear fashion colors, they can just put them on. So she could wear red, orange, you know, brown, whatever she wants to do.
Now, do you follow the shape, the natural God-given shape of her lips, or do you kind of enhance that at all?
Well, I enhance it a little bit. Some people have a little bit of an asymmetrical lip, and you want to look at that so that you don't make it more pronounced. This is just a real light color that kind of demonstrates lip color. On Julie, because her lips are so light, it actually gives her more color.
And so the benefit of this is not only time saving in the morning if you really want to be kind of minimal with your makeup, but what else?
Well, it saves time, it defines your features, and one thing is that people don't realize that their eyes is the thinnest skin, and when you stretch your eye every day to put on eyeliner and then you let go, you actually age your eye. So by having this on, you can add a little eyeshadow without doing all that pulling and tugging, and you look good. If you're caught, you know, you don't have time to put your makeup on, you look like you have features.
And so at this point, and this is a slightly abbreviated consultation, but at this point you would allow kind of an exchange to make sure that Julie had all of her questions answered. And as you take a look, when you were thinking about it, are you thinking about something a little bit more pronounced? Are you thinking about it for something that's more natural but still keeps you looking good? Or what would your goal be in permanent makeup?
Yeah, definitely something more natural, and that's very surprising. I mean, this is very natural looking. I thought that it might be a little bit too much like overdone makeup.
Do you ever have clients that come to you and go, well, wait a second, I thought it was going to be more?
Yes. And I make sure, that's why I really, really like to have consultations, because if you want wings and tails in the Cleopatra look, don't waste your time, because I don't do it. I won't be talked into it. And if I can't meet your expectations, I don't want to do it.
So you get on the same page, you know what you do.
Like this, but they say, well, I'd like it a little bit darker. No problem. We can darken that up. Or we can make it a little bit lighter. But if you want me to do makeup that's going to get you locked into a look that will become dated, I'm not your girl.
That's not your that's not your business.
That's not my business.
All right. Well, thank you so much for giving us not only a little bit of your philosophy,
Sure.
but showing us how it works. And I imagine this probably helps you in your process to decide whether or not it's
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah.
And
good
she
to
can
see
just
what it's
wake
gonna
up
look
and
like.
look like this, and then add more when she wants to.
Well, she has perfect skin too,
I
so it
know.
doesn't help that she's got
Yeah.
the perfect eyebrows, the perfect skin,
I
and now with
know.
a little bit of eyeliner, a little bit of lips, she's going to be well on her way to looking gorgeous when she rolls out of bed. So here's how you get a hold of Sally Hayes. She has a location in Saatchi's Salon in Scottsdale, and so if you'd like to go and take advantage of a complimentary consultation, it's very easy to do. All you need to do is call 480-951-0539. Make sure you check out her website as well at permanentmakeup.com. And lastly, we should mention that Sally Hayes Permanent Makeup is a sponsor of Sonoran Living Live. I'm here with Sally Hayes, and now one of her clients who's actually had the permanent makeup applied and has been living with it for a couple of months now to let us know how it works once you get it done. So we welcome both of you back here to Sonoran Living. Sally, how did you come to know Courtney?
She actually came to give me, she wanted a consultation on her lips. And so, of course, when somebody comes for a consultation, I usually show them how they would look if they were to do all 3 procedures. Mm-hmm. And I just thought her green eyes were stunning and that they would look outstanding done. So I showed her, and she loved her eyeliner. So then I said, I think you need to do something with your eyebrows. Even though she has brows, they were very sparse. So I added a little brow color. And then, of course, we polished it off by doing her lips.
So you've really had kind of the whole gamut of services applied. And what has the response been from people that you know? Have they noticed or?
Well, I do tell a lot of people because I can't help
You're
it.
proud
I
of it.
I absolutely
Yeah.
love it, absolutely. But people who don't know me know that there's something that maybe I've done. It's just undetectable, but it's beautiful. I mean, people say, they don't know if it's permanent or not. I mean,
They just like
would
the way your
never know.
makeup-
They just,
Mhm.
they know, they
just
kind of
look
look,
pretty.
and you know that they're wondering. You know that
And
they're
so that's
wondering.
when she steps in and says,
Okay.
just in case you're wondering, I had permanent makeup
It is
done."
perfect because it was, done perfectly. So.
Now, in the way she's done it, how quickly will she need to do a touch-up?
Well, her eyebrows she'll probably have to touch up in a couple years, but her eyeliner and her lips, I'll probably be too old to do it. 10, 12 years.
You'll be retired by then.
Probably.
And how has it changed the way you get ready in the morning?
So easy. I mean, there's not much to. I don't really wear a whole lot of makeup to begin with, so this was good because it made my features popped. And I said I love the eyebrows, I love the eyeliner, and I love the lips. So I don't know which one would be my favorite. It just is all. It just completes my look and just makes my eyes pop and just easy. Love it.
Convenient. Easy.
Yes.
I'm jealous of her on the weekends, Sally. She rolls out of bed, she can just put some lip gloss on and go. Well, if you would like a complimentary consultation, then they're easy to do, easy to schedule. All you need to do is call 480-951-0539 or check out permanentmakeup.com, and you can have the same type of permanent makeup applied to you, complimentary consultation, and permanent makeup by Sally Hayes, all easy to take advantage of. Lastly, we should mention that Sally Hayes Permanent Makeup is a sponsor of Sonoran Living Live. Well, now that you've decided to do permanent makeup, what can you expect from the actual procedure? Well, we're going to check in with Sally Hayes to find out exactly how it works. We're actually going to see one done on one of your clients. So I think that's pretty cool that we actually are able to see what you go through.
Well, Debbie's a longtime client of mine. I did her eyes and her lips 10 years ago. And her brows, one application, and this is her retouch now. As you can see, her eyebrows are pretty flat, and I gave her a slight arch in her first application, but now what I'm going to do, I've done this eyebrow just a few minutes ago, and I'm going to make this one match now.
Debbie, what are you feeling while she's applying the permanent
No discomfort. It kind of tickles a little bit.
And we had applied numbing agent to these eyebrows prior to, it's been on her for about an hour, which is longer than it needs to be.
And the first time that you had it done, because again, this is a retouch, the first time you had it done, Debbie, what did you think when you walked out of the office?
Quite frankly, I was a little petrified because they looked really dark, and Sally, over a couple of days, kept reassuring me that they would shed and they would lighten up, and they did. And so now I'm back for more.
So that's something, Sally, that you take into account. You make them darker.
Right. I make them darker because you're going to lose 30 to 50% your first application. And then the second application, we are setting the color. And then it gives the client a chance to see how much faded she's going to have and decide how much darker she would like to have them. But if you notice Debbie's before pictures, her eyebrows were just very, very flat. She had no expression.
We're seeing that too. I mean, they do. They're right across the top. They are
Flat.
Flat. And I think that is and pardon me, Debbie, you and I have a relationship now because we have been working together for a little bit, but I do think that ages you when you've got that flat eyebrow, don't you?
Yes. Eyebrows are really, really important. People think, well, I don't need eyebrows, or I never have done anything with my eyebrows, but you can take 5 years off of your age by doing your eyebrows. It's just, without eyebrows, you have no expression.
Now, this is a touch-up, so let's talk about how permanent this permanent makeup is.
Well, on her eyes and lips, I mean, it'll be 12 years this year since I've done her eyes and lips.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty permanent. But her eyebrows, she's going to have to retouch every couple of years.
Okay.
Because I'm using the weakest color. You don't want to look like you have a tattoo.
Right.
So eyebrows have the least longevity over all the surfaces that I do.
And what I'm noticing too is you really are trying to follow the natural
Hairline.
that she has.
Absolutely.
As opposed to some gals that you may have seen where they've got this tattoo, but there's really nothing there.
Right. And you don't want to have just a real skinny line, and you certainly don't want to have them too heavy that they overpower your eyes. You know, in Debbie's case, she has really big eyes, and she can handle a little bit more eyebrow, but I don't think that giving her thick eyebrows would be appropriate.
Right. Well, you know, and really, I think it also enhances the shape of your eye too. I mean, you and I both have kind of these big almond-shaped eyes, so the way you're able to create that line really enhances what she has going on with her
Hold your
natural
eyebrows up
line.
now like you're excited. See where you can see where I put the arch in now?
Yes.
Where before, when you look at that picture, they were just straight across.
I want to take a look at some after pictures too now, because you've done one. Let's see, that would be your left eye.
Her left eyebrow has been
Before.
done.
We
this
just
has
did
been
the
done
right.
for about 30 minutes. So
this is an after you did the first application.
Right. And they look very dark.
And honestly, I would have expected they would even be darker than that. That really doesn't look that dark to me. But maybe it's just because she can pull it off with her skin color.
You know what it is? It's that people think they are dark because they're so solid. See how solid this looks? Well, when this top layer sloughs off, you're going to see skin underneath, and that's what's going to make them look real.
I still think it looks very natural. I really do. Who is a great candidate for this?
Anybody who wears or buys makeup.
Really? Anybody?
Yep.
Age does not matter?
Well, you want to be of age. I mean, you
Well,
know,
I
the
mean,
20,
you know,
yeah,
20s and up.
Sure, absolutely. My oldest client's been 97.
Oh, I love a woman who still cares about the way they look. Takes pride in that.
97.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
For coming in. I really thought it was pretty cool to be able to see how it was done right here on live TV. So here's how you can get a complimentary consultation. Find out how it would work for you and your body, your face shape, your eye shape. All you need to do is call 480-951-0539 to get that complimentary consultation, and you will be able to go and visit Sally Hayes at Saatchi Salon in Scottsdale. She does permanent makeup with the lips, the eyeliner, the eyebrows, you name it, she can do it for you. You just need to call and take advantage of that complimentary consultation. Lastly, we should mention that Sally Hayes Permanent Makeup is the sponsor of Sonoran Living Live.